Hello, my name is John Enzing. I am a licensed and certified real estate instructor in both Florida and Louisiana. What I'm bringing you today is a little bit of exam prep when it comes to test question analysis. Many times students know the content, but they have a hard time comprehending what they're asking in the question, or what I like to refer to as a play on words. You may know it as a trick question. So I'm going to try to expose this in this series when we talk about real property versus personal property and what kind of verbiage we have to watch out for. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's circle back and review the content. When we talk about real property, we're talking about permanently attached. Now, we're going to specifically speak about land. So the terms we're going to use right here is called fructus industrials or implements. You may understand them as implements. So these are crops belonging to a tenant farmer, someone that's leasing out property, okay? And the reason it's personal property is because it's going to be harvested, okay? It's going to come out of the ground. So while it's growing, the common law still puts it at personal property, okay? For example, corn, sugarcane. The harvest comes on an annual basis. It's picked, sent to market for sale. Okay, so you see here in the example, we got a big combine who's harvesting a wheat field. Well, you can see while the wheat's growing, you would say, well, John, is that not real property? And the reason it's not is because it's declared industrials, okay, or implements. They're crops. And because they're going to be harvested and pulled out, while they're growing, it remains personal property, okay? Those are called fructus industrials or implements. Now, let's go to real property, okay? Real property, you can see by this picture, we have trees in the background. We've got a nice flower garden that's got azaleas and other types of flowers. You can see the grass. That's not a harvestable crop, okay? Those are permanent, okay? These are called fructus naturals, okay? Or perennials is what you refer to them in your common law studies, okay? I like to look at this as the landscape of the property, okay? Again, non-harvestable. These aren't harvested and sent to market for sale, okay? These are permanent. So year in and year out, they come and they continue to grow and produce the colors they do when the season comes in. But they're not picked, they're not harvested. So this is considered real property, just like the grass, the trees in the background, and the flowers again, okay? So we're talking about any type of trees. It could be palm trees, crepe myrtles, even the grass we see here in the picture, okay, are all considered real property. Flowers, same thing, okay? So in review, we see that fructus industrials or implements are those which are crops that are harvested, okay? That's considered personal property. Because while they're growing, even though it seems like real property, they're going to be harvested at the end of the year. And because they're going to be picked out of the ground while they're growing in season, it's still considered personal property. Unlike permanent landscape like grass, trees, bushes, flowers, that is permanent always and never will be picked and harvested to send to market. Those are called fructus naturals or perennials, okay? So you may see a test question that describes a wheat field or a cornfield, okay? And although you may kind of look at the question and go, well, that's part of the land, so it's real property, you have to circle back and always remember that anytime you're dealing with harvesting, anytime you're dealing with crops that are going to be picked, we're talking about personal property or fructus industrials, implements. And the question may pertain to landscape. Then we talk about real property or fructus naturals or perennials, okay? So watch the verbiage on the state exam and identify, is this a crop that's going to be harvested or is this a permanent perennial? Is this like a tree or grass? And once you identify in the question what it is, then you can select your answer. They're going to have both answers in there, okay? So you have to really slow down and watch the play on words and see what they're describing in the question. Okay? Hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed this short session to play on words. Again, if you need some additional information, you can email me at john.enzing, ENXING, @gmail.com. Best wishes on your exam. Bye for now.